Hello, how you all doing? Still enjoying the sunshine. Few things to show you today. I've got a new stove. Excuse me, I've got a new stove cookset. One thing to show you, and all this was off my beloved Temu. I have got this off Temu as well. You might have seen another firm, big firm that makes these. But wait, you see the price I paid for that. If you don't know what it is, you can't see what it is. It's one of them lanterns that you screw on to your gas canisters. And I've got this, what's in this box, we will come to. Right, let's get down to the nitty gritty of it, yeah. So this is a stove cup with a cup and a stove bottom, includes a windshield. It comes in this lovely padded stuff sack. Right, I'm just going to say as well, I could have went to the woods and done this, but I didn't feel right about doing it. And also, I just want to add to that if you are out camping at the moment and you're making yourselves a brew, a cup of tea, whatever you're doing, fill your boots. I've got no issues with that whatsoever. I just felt that it was unnecessary for me to go to a woodland just to do a video on this stove when the woods are like a tinderbox at the moment, and I'm sure you all know that. So I didn't want to be the person to drop something that was lit or make a spark in a place where I didn't really need to be there to do that. So that's the only reason I'm doing it here. Otherwise, on any other given day, we would have been in the woodland. But like I say, if you're out camping, by all means, make yourself. Don't have a fire though, for God's sake, but have a contained fire off your gas canister or off your alcohol stove, by all means. But be careful. But don't be having any ground fires. Right, so this is it. So what do we get? I'm going to edit myself there. So this is how the kit comes. It's a little, I think it's a 500mm. It says 400mm up to the measurement on the side here, which is to there. But I think to the brim it would be 500mm. So this is the cup that you get with it. It's got its own lid. It's actually a mountain hiker, the same as that stove, the tornado stove that I showed you. So there's your lid for your pot, but it's also, on this little pot, got a little pouring spout there. Hopefully you can see that. And then inside is the actual windshield. So in there is a little block where you place your gel tablet, even though these gel tablets are a bit larger than that square in the bottom. Then on the side there, you have a door that you can open and close to regulate more air in for the flame. Because when this sits on, the feet, by the way, are just these silicone feet that are screwed on. That pot, I don't know if you can see, there's a lip that runs around the bottom of it. I'm hoping you can see that. There's the measurement markers, and obviously they're on the inside, which I doubt very much you're going to see. But that just sits in there like that, and that is a nice snug fit. So I've brought some water. I won this on the postcode lottery. Instead of like giving you money now, we won gift vouchers, and this water flask was in there. It was expensive, like, but I think just press that in like that. We'll get some water poured in. I don't know how much water to be reckoned. I'll fill it to 400. I'll fill that to 400ml. Pop that out of the way. This is the lid with the little thing on top. Now this doesn't actually lock into place, but there is a way if you just push it through a little bit, it sort of sticks it in place there. Right, let me tilt you down so you can see what I'm doing, hopefully. So when I transported this, I just put one of them inside here. It fits in the pot, no problem. I've had to actually put these in the fridge because in the heat that we've been having, they actually melted. So let me just pop that out and into there. Right, so there's one fire lighter in there. So let me just get this. I'm hoping you can see this. Oh, yeah, that lit pretty quickly. So I'm just going to turn this round. I'm only doing it, so I'm just going to move that back now because it's getting a bit hotty hot. So there's 400 mils of water in that. That sits on the side, and then you can regulate with that handle there. If I just hold the top actually, and then just move it about back and forth with that. Right. So this, I think, was for the full kit, £9 something. I'll put the price up here for you so you can see what I paid for it. That is flaming away lovely at the moment. It's actually melting. It's melting all over the table. Can you see this? Hang on. Look, I knew there was something I forgot to put down. I actually did buy, it's a bit late for it now, bloody hell, it's spreading. It's melting out of that. Whoa, that's just burning away on the table, that. This is why I didn't go to the woods. But I did buy, which I haven't used, like an idiot. And now all I've got is a huge inferno going on the table. Because that block has melted. And somehow, I don't know how, oh, there's holes in the bottom. So that has melted out of that. There's actually holes in the bottom of this, so when that gel tablet's gone in, it's melted and gone through those holes. Let me just show you. See the holes there? Oh, probably burnt the camera there as well. But that has melted and gone through those holes. That's a bit weird, isn't it? That's a bit weird having that like that. I'm going to have to put you back a bit because the fire's gone a bit mental. But what I did get, might have to do take two on this. I bought this fire mat as well. Again, this wasn't very expensive. I think it was like £2 or something. I should have really put that down, shouldn't I? Pointless now. It seems to have calmed down a bit now. But yeah, can you imagine? That is never gonna... That's gone. That's gone already, that. Well, I'm going to say that was an absolute disaster. So you've seen it live, folks. I'm not making things up. That was a disaster, that. I'm not sure. I'm bound to burn that. So let me give that a minute to calm down a second. Oh, fuck. Right, I've just done something stupid. I went to push that with that silver bloody thing there. With my fingers, I went to close it and I burnt my fingers because it hadn't cooled down. At least that's just going to scrape off the table. Right, how can I move this now? That was warm, like the water I'm on about that. Fucking scalding. That other thing is red hot. Right, let me put that on there. I can't pick that up just yet. Well, I could sort of. Yeah, why has that got holes in the bottom? Unless there's unless that takes a specific type of block. Let me show you. Can you see? Obviously these gel blocks don't fit in there, and that burnt extremely quickly, that. I was trying to shut that up to stop the airflow, maybe. Right. I'll let it cool down and we'll try it again. See, this is why I didn't go. Imagine if I was in the woods and that happened, all that gel had spread out onto the floor. I would dry it up in a minute. That would have just spread and caught everything alight. So I've shut that now. Hopefully you can see that. No, I'm not the... I've shut that now. We'll put it on the fire mat. And we'll give this another go. Can't believe how quick. That literally disappeared, didn't it, in a matter of a minute, that. But I can't see any other way that you would be doing that. I just pop that in there like that. What's this on? Let's see if this on. Let's see if this burns on mental again. Yeah, look how quick that gel block's burning. That's literally disappearing to nothing in front of my eyes. So if I pop that on there, them fingers are hurting where I've just burnt it. Right, no, it's leaking out again, that. That's just leaking all over the fire mat now. Look. Excuse all this mental going around. Look. That's not right, is it? It's just coming out the holes in the bottom. Yeah, that's not going to work, is it? If it didn't have them holes in the bottom, that'd work a lot better. I don't know what that's saying on there. Yeah, look. Yeah, that's not even containing it inside the pot there. That is just coming out all over the shop. Well, I suppose we'll test how fireproof that mat is. That is not safe at all, is it? Look, I think even them plastic handles are smoking now. Right, I'll come back in a minute. If I'm still here, I haven't burnt alive. Well, the fire mat seems to have worked. If you've got one of these, does yours have the... I know what the holes in the bottom are for airflow. But if you're using gel tablets, it seems a bit balmy. Right, the other thing that I bought, this is what I wanted the hot water for, is a coffee filter thing. So I think this was like 80 pence, 90 pence. I'll put the price again. I'll put the price up for it somewhere so you can see what I paid for it. But it just has two little things there that just flick out, and I'm hoping, yeah, so that'll just sit in your mug like that. That's burnt out already. Again, seconds. I think it has anyway. Yeah, let's just have a... We've got some sort of steam coming off there. That was crazy, that. So with this now, I'm going to attempt to see if I can make a Make a coffee, everything's starting to blow all over the shop. I think this is what you do with it anyhow. I'm not 100% sure. I know it's a reusable, you just keep washing it out, but... Oh God, I'm getting more coffee all over there. I don't know even how many of these you'd put in it. 3 or 4 into it. Right, I put 4, maybe it's not even enough that, I don't know. So I've put 4 teaspoons into that. I'm just going to empty. I can't empty them out my cup because I've put my little sugar sweeteners in already. Right. So I've got that in there. Let's have a pour of that water. Oh, you're not going to see from there. I'm doing this cack-handed because I'm trying to see, you can see how the spout, if the spout works all right. Let's just take that off. I think this is how you do it. Just pour that in, let the water drip through. My lukewarm water. So the spout's working. So, God help us when we get to test the Temu lantern out. The gas thing exploding or whatever. It seems to be draining through. It'd be so much better if I had red hot water, wouldn't it? Yeah, that is actually, yeah. I'll show you in a minute. Oh, fingers, I'm forever doing that. That's still like draining through there. Right, I'm going to keep chopping that up and I'll bring you back when I've got a cup. So the coffee percolator has worked a treat. Man, I think it is only supposed to be for espressos and you can reuse it. I think by the time that's dripped through, you're going to be drinking cold coffee. So I'm going to go and warm that in the microwave so it's not to waste. I'll come back when I've done that. So that works brilliant. I don't know if I've already said about the price of it. I can't remember. The stove, not so good. Maybe put a little thingy thing in there, but then you're going to bring it close to the top. But yeah, it's cooled down now. Look, it's the gel on the bottom of there. Well, saying that the fire mat has done that underneath is from obviously my previous, but it stayed on the fire mat at least. So yeah, and another thing that I got off Temu, and another thing, you get a pack of 2 of these. I think they were like 80p, and these enables you to sit on top, so you can put any size pot on. I got that for, you know the, excuse me, you know the furnace one, the tornado stove that had the little arms that click out. I got that to put on there, so I'm going to click them, and then I can put my other pots on because even some of them cockle on that a little bit. Right, on to the next. So, quick summary. I like the little cup with its pour spout and its measuring. I like how it folds down. This thing, there's the holes, look, hello. Why you would have a gel burner with holes in the bottom? It's obviously going to melt and run out of the holes. Yeah, that's a bit odd to me, that. The only way of using that is to put a very small felt burner in there or something, but that, obviously when you put it all together, that just sits inside of there like that. Pop your lid on. Right, so that, I think, I've put the price up, £9 I think. if that had worked, I don't think you can get them gel cubes in any other side, in any other size. So I really don't know. That's the drawstring bag it comes in. That's it all in there. I don't know. My coffee. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Right, so the next thing, which didn't come with a case, which was a bit disappointing really, because you're going to have to keep it in this box. This is the next. I'm just unpacking the next lethal fire hazard. So this is your camping lamp. So you might have seen these off a bigger brand name, and I think they're about £25 to £27. Slightly different design to this, but this has its air holes at the bottom there, 2 O-ring seals. So you just take the glass off. So you're going to need to keep this foam and this box for transporting it, obviously. So let's have a look. So I'll pull that off there. This then simply screws onto your gas canister. So I've got that on pretty tight there. I can't actually get you any lower down on the table, so I'm hoping if I do it like that, then it says to turn it. I better get the lighter first, better. Here we go, folks, wish me luck. Turn the gas so it's on low. Well, that's lit. And then simply put the, oops, aha. That's blew out because of the wind. You know what, it's probably better to have that in place first, isn't it? Oh, you fucker. Right, let me turn that down. And it says don't touch the gas because it'll turn it too low then. Get that over. Right, can you see that? So if I turn that down a little bit, so obviously of an evening, when it's dark, am I going the right way? I think I'm turning that up. Right, there's very little control on this. You can't see it, can you? It's getting quite a bit of wind. I think that's even gone out. Again. There's like no, that's on full. I turn that, I'm turning the valve there to lower it. The valve isn't really doing, there's a bit there. Oh, hang on, have I got it too low? Takes a little bit of tweaking. Look, it's up and down, isn't it? Oh, missus. I'm not too sure about this either. I think this little mini haul. See if I can. See, this isn't very responsive, so. I'm not sure what that soot's coming off. Is it coming off the gas, that soot? I don't know if you can see it. See, if you turn it down low, That is it, you know, like literally I'm only just touching that. There's not, what I want is in between the really low. I suppose that wouldn't be too bad, would it? Wouldn't be too bad at that sort of thing. Let's have a look. Yeah, so there's your air vents for it there. There's your handle, but there's no sensitivity. Look, just touch that slightly. There's nothing past, like it goes full on. And then trying to get it turned down, it just suddenly goes from being full. You can have it on that, but you want it a little bit higher than that. But this is where, see what I mean? I barely moved that. I'm on the fence with this one now. Get them legs out your way. Yeah, I'm on the fence with it, but I think I did only pay £1.30 for it or something. I'll pop the price up. It might have been £1.90. So I'm a little bit unsure. Man, it's working now. It is sort of working. I suppose if you move that around. I don't know. I don't know. What would you use it? Would you use it? I don't know. I'm a little bit like that with Temu stuff. That's where gas and fire's involved. Yeah, I mean a contained alcohol stove. That's different to them gels in that with holes underneath it that come running out. So yeah, I'm not sold on it. That seems to be working, but how much I trust it exactly, I don't know. I don't know if I'd recommend any of it. Apart from the coffee thing, I'd say buy that. You can't hurt yourself with that. But it just goes to show, doesn't it? If I had gone to the woods, I could have possibly set a light to the entire woodland there with that, not realising that was going to happen. So good job I did check it out here first. Right, guys, that's it for this one. If you found it informative, if it showed you something that you potentially now know not to buy, give us a thumbs up. But if you would use it still, if you can see a workaround for that, let me know. I'd appreciate it. That thing seems to be working all right now, so I probably would use that. I don't know. I'm saying I probably would. I don't know. So anyway, that's it for this one. So don't forget, give the video a like. Give it a hype as well if you've enjoyed it. If you've enjoyed me burning my fingers and being a general fire hazard. Yeah. So give it a hype, give it a like. If you don't subscribe, get yourself subscribed. Costs you nothing, and you get to listen to me waffling on. So until next time, guys, wherever it is, whatever we're doing, jazz hands, brother. Love you all loads of millions. Bye for now. Mwah.